The world of professional photography is about to hit a massive turning point, and if you thought the Sony Alpha 9 III was the peak of speed, you need to prepare yourself. Welcome back to TechVibe, where we break down the future of imaging technology before it even hits the shelves. Today, we are diving deep into the most anticipated speed demon of the decade, the Sony Alpha 9 IV. This isn't just a minor refresh. We are looking at a camera that aims to fix the one major flaw of its predecessor while pushing the boundaries of what a global shutter can actually do. If you are a sports photographer, a wildlife enthusiast, or a hybrid creator who demands zero compromises, you'll want to stay tuned until the very end because the leaked specs on the A9 IV's video capabilities are going to change how you look at 8K forever. When Sony launched the A9 III, they effectively killed the rolling shutter. It was a revolution, the first full-frame global shutter sensor in a mirrorless body. But let's be honest, it came with a cost. We saw a slight hit in dynamic range and some increased noise at higher ISOs compared to traditional stacked sensors. The tech community has been buzzing with one question: can Sony give us the speed of a global shutter without sacrificing the image quality we expect from a $600 flagship? According to the latest leaks from the most reliable industry insiders, the answer is a resounding yes. The heart of the Sony A9 IV is rumored to be a brand new, next-generation 36.3 megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. This is a significant jump from the 24.6 megapixels found in the current model. For years, the A9 series has been locked into that 24 megapixel sweet spot to prioritize readout speed, but with the advancements in the Bion's XR processing architecture, Sony is finally ready to bridge the gap between the A9's speed and the Alpha 1's resolution. Imagine having the ability to crop into a bird in flight or a soccer player on the far side of the field with 36 megapixels of detail, all while knowing that your image is perfectly free from any jello effect or banding. This sensor isn't just about more pixels, it's about refined pixels. Rumors suggest that Sony has redesigned the photodiodes to capture more light, effectively matching the dynamic range of the A1, which would solve the biggest complaint professionals had with the A9 III. But speed is still the name of the game here. The A9 IV is expected to maintain that blistering 120 frames per second continuous shooting speed, but here is the kicker: the buffer is getting a massive overhaul. One of the quiet frustrations with the A9 III was that at 120 FPS, you could fill up your cards in the blink of an eye, often hitting a wall right when the action got intense. The A9 IV is rumored to feature an expanded internal buffer and optimized writing speeds for the latest CF Express Type A cards, allowing for nearly double the burst duration. This means you aren't just getting 120 FPS, you're getting it for as long as you actually need it to capture the perfect moment. And let's talk about the brain of this beast, the AI processing unit. Sony has been leading the pack in AI-driven autofocus, and the A9 IV is set to debut real-time tracking 2.0. This goes beyond just recognizing eyes and faces. We are talking about predictive movement algorithms that can anticipate where an athlete is going even if they are momentarily obscured by another player. The system is reportedly being trained on millions of data points specifically for niche sports and complex wildlife movements, like the erratic flight of insects or the high-speed pursuit of a cheetah. If you've ever struggled with focus hunting in chaotic environments, the A9 IV is designed to make those struggles a thing of the past. Now, for my fellow filmmakers, this is where things get really interesting. The A9 III was a powerhouse, but it lacked 8K. The A9 IV is rumored to break that ceiling, offering 8K 60p internal recording with full global shutter advantages. Why does this matter? Because 8K usually comes with a heavy rolling shutter penalty on other cameras. With the A9 IV, you could be filming a high-speed car chase or a panning shot of a skyscraper, and every vertical line will stay perfectly straight. No more warped backgrounds. No more flickering from artificial lights. This is paired with 4K 120p with no crop, giving you that buttery smooth slow motion in the highest possible quality. And yes, S-Cinetone and S-Log 3 are a given, but there are whispers of a new XOCN light internal recording format that would bring cinema-grade color science to a mirrorless body. Ergonomics-wise, TechVibe has learned that Sony is listening to the feedback on body design. The A9 IV will likely adopt the 4-axis multi-angle LCD screen we saw on the A7 RV and the A1 II. It's the best of both worlds, the security of a tilt screen for photographers and the flexibility of a flip-out screen for videographers. The grip is also expected to be slightly deeper, specifically designed to balance those heavy 400mm and 600mm G Master lenses. It's a camera built for the long haul, whether you're on the sidelines of the Super Bowl or in a blind in the rainforest. Connectivity is another area where Sony is pushing for the premium standard. We are expecting a full-sized HDMI port, which should be standard on every Pro camera by now, alongside a dedicated 5 gigabits per second Ethernet port for lightning-fast FTP transfers. For the wire services and agency photographers, this is a non-negotiable feature. The A9 IV is rumored to support the latest Wi-Fi 6E protocol, ensuring that even in a stadium packed with 80,000 people, your images get to the editor's desk before the play is even over. So, when can we actually get our hands on this masterpiece? While Sony is notoriously secretive, the roadmap points to a late 2025 announcement, potentially timed just before the next major global sporting cycle. Price-wise, expect to pay for this level of innovation. We are looking at a projected launch price of around $5,999 to $6,499. It's a steep investment, but for the professional who cannot afford to miss a single frame, it's a tool that pays for itself. The Sony A9 IV represents more than just a camera, it represents the maturation of global shutter technology. It's the point where compromise is removed from the dictionary. You get the resolution of a landscape camera, the speed of a sports camera, and the video specs of a cinema camera, all in one rugged, compact alpha body. We will be keeping a very close eye on every new leak and official teaser that drops in the coming months, so make sure you stay locked into TechVibe for the latest updates. That wraps up our deep dive into the upcoming Sony A9 IV. If you found this breakdown helpful, do us a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to TechVibe. It really helps the channel keep bringing you this premium tech content. I want to hear from you in the comments. Is the jump to 36 megapixels enough to make you upgrade, or are you still happy with the A9 III? Let's start a conversation down there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one where we'll be comparing the A9 IV rumors against the latest flagship leaks from Canon and Nikon. You won't want to miss it.